So let us now understand what exactly is rupee cost averaging. Okay, I have always been telling my students and even the members of CIC club that whenever a stock falls, you should buy some more quantity of the same stock. Okay, so rupee cost averaging is nothing but buying a stock when it is falling, and instead of buying in one go, instead of spending all your money in one go and buying that stock in one quantity, you average it out over 2 3 6 whatever period of time to get better pricing. So today I'm going to explain that with a simple example. Okay, so let's just understand an example where you have, let's say, 15,000 rupees to invest, and I have given a stock recommendation in the month of May to buy at 500 rupees. So with 15,000 rupees in funds, if you invest in one time method, then what you will get is, if I at 500 rupees, you'll get about 30 stocks. Okay, so your total buying cost is 15,000 rupees and you got 30 quantities of this stock. And the target that I gave is in August, let's say 3 to 6 months was the range. Until August, you keep holding on to the stock, and August it hits its target of 700 rupees. Okay, now of course the quantity was 30. So if you sell 30 quantity of stock, what is the profitability? Now profit per share will be very simple. You take 700 minus 500, so you get profit per share was 200 rupees. What was the total selling that we did? The amount that we sold for, we sold 30 quantities of this stock at 700 rupees. So if I just multiply 700 by 30, so I get 21,000. Now let us understand the gains on this. 200 rupees made over 500 rupees. So I'm just going to divide it simply. 200 divided by 500. So that's your total percentage gain is almost 40 rupees on this particular. And net cash gain. So you bought worth 15,000 rupees and you sold worth 21,000 rupees. So total cash gain that you would get from this transaction would be equal to 21,000 minus 15,000. That is 6,000 rupees. So this is your standard one-time buying method, where there's a stock that you bought at 500 rupees and the target was 700, which got hit in August. Okay, so this is a very normal way of doing things and nothing wrong in this. But what if the stock has been falling? So using rupee cost averaging, you can actually make better gains. How so? Let me demonstrate with an example. Okay, so this time what you're going to do is you're going to be doing averaging. In averaging, we're going to split the funds over 2 to 3 periods. So for this example, I've taken 3. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. So you're going to buy the stock in 3 installments. Okay, and let's say in month of May, the stock is at 5,000 rupees. Sorry, stock is at 500 rupees and you have 5,000 rupees allocated for first buying. So total quantity that you'll be able to purchase is 10. Okay, so that will be your average price would be 500 for now and 10 stocks, and your total buying so far has been of 5,000 rupees. So this is total buying will be calculated automatically because I've already put in the formula. Okay, I'll keep the target 0 for now. Okay, so next month the stock goes down to 453. So what you do is, again, you're going to utilize 5,000 rupees. So how many stocks can you buy? If I do a simple calculation, it gets approximately, we can buy 11 point something. If I divide 453 by 500, if I just do a quick calculation here, 5,000 divided by 453, we get 11.03. But we don't need to do that. We'll just take a round number of 11. Okay, so this month I bought 11 stocks. So my total buying for this month is 4,983. And in total, I've got 10 plus 11, 21 stocks, and I've only done buying of 9,983 now. Next month, probably stock goes up. It doesn't have to go down all the time. You know how stocks go up and down all the time. So let's say it's still below the buying price, but at a higher price. Again, this time I'm just going to buy 10. Okay, third buying in the month of July at 480. So my buying for that month is 4,800, and overall total buying that I did was for 14,783. I did not even cross 15,000 rupees. Okay, so this is how my 3 installments worked, and now I don't want to buy any further. Now, What is the total number of shares that we finally got? 10 plus 11 plus 10. So that's 31. Okay. And if I were to consider average price, how did I calculate the average price? So we got 31 stocks in total and our total buying was 1473. So simply, I'm just going to take 14,783 divided by the total quantity so far. So that gives me the average price per stock, which was just 476 rupees. Okay, you can already see how this is actually given us a much better average price to enter into a stock compared to one-time buying. Okay, now what is the profit per share? At 700 rupees, if I sell the stock, okay, in August, stock hits its target at 700 rupees. My total profit is 223. How so? I took 700 minus 476. So that's my profit per share. Now, what is the total selling amount that I sold? I sold 31 shares at 700 rupees in August. So here the calculation is simple. I take 700 multiplied by 31. So my total selling cost this time is 21,700. You can see how our money is actually grown. Lower investment price and higher profitability price as well. Sorry, profit amount as well. What is the gain? Again, I'm going to take this divide 223 divided by the average price that I took at. So we got 46.79% returns this time. So already 6% more, at least one FD percentage more in case of this example, of course. And what is the total cash that we earned out of this entire transaction from May to August? Okay, so we sold at 21,700 and you had bought it at 14,783. So 6,917. Now, if I compare this to, so with averaging, you are getting total profit of 6,000 rupees on an investable capital of 15,000, but with the same amount, you could earn at least 900 rupees more, get better percentage by averaging out the stocks. Okay, so I always recommend don't buy all the stocks at the same time because sometimes stock also give pullback. So buy in multiple times. So buy one quantity in first go, second go, third go, 3-4 times. If you buy the stock, you'll get different pricing. And if at all your average price, which is the key over here, average price is lower than the recommended price, then you'll definitely get better cash gains in the future.